So, Burbank, huh? Good times. The Bulldogs, home of teen pregnancy.
Yeah, dude.
I know. I used to make fun of them all the
Isn't it
time.
like thug life over there?
Nah, it wasn't thug life.
that bad, man.
It wasn't. It wasn't that. Dude, Edison was like that. Burbank was more.
It was actually chill, man. Like
Yeah.
everybody got along. Like there was no like real like crews or groups. Like everybody chilled with everybody. Everybody knew everybody for the most part. I mean, at least when I was there.
But they're Southside Mexicans, bro. So they don't pull out.
Oh,
you know?
the south side. That's on the south side. Okay.
Yeah, it's right there. It's
I
right-
don't know where any of these fucking schools are.
Oh no, I know. He's a John.
I only
John
knew
Jay.
I only knew Jay and Holmes and Taft and
Jim.
O'Connor and all
My
that.
wife was a Holmes.
Yeah.
Holmes person.
All the HIV schools.
That's what everyone said. But there was like no HIV. If there was, I mean, we didn't know about it.
No
my best
HIV.
friends. My best friends went to John Jay, and they were always talking about all like the STDs and everything going on. I don't know if that was true or not.
Bro, I didn't even know of that before until he mentioned it. And I was like, what? Y'all
It's like
were known
some
for this?
statistic or something.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, everyone was like,
Hold
"Oh,
on.
everyone
Go
has
ahead.
AIDS." All right, so Jay, man, so welcome, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate it.
So, the Paranormal Journal, dude, tell us about that. Like, what got you into all that?
Been into it since I was a little kid, man. Early, like preteens, like started. I mean, everything that got me into was like all the shows and everything when I was a kid growing up. You know, back in the day, like there was no parental guidance. You know, grew up watching all the horror shows and 80s horror flicks was my thing. So just learning about all that, and then it just really got me interested into the paranormal. Like you see movies and you learn about stuff like that. So as I started getting older and seeing like, oh man, there's actually something out there and people that actually do it, like they actually study real life ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was about like 15. I think we started going around with a group called Alamo City Paranormal, and they would do tours. They were like the first ones that did tours downtown. Like before, it was a big thing before ghost hunters came out on TV and people started doing all these tours downtown, all the ghost hunting tours and stuff. They were the first one that actually took it serious here downtown. And there was a man by the name of Martin Liao who ran it and stuff. And I would go down there every time they had some type of a tour. I'd go down there. If they did some type of filming, I actually got to go when they debunked the ghost tracks.
Oh yeah,
the Mythbusters, right?
No, well, it was, dude. This was like back when it was like KABB, Fox, all that. Like
Yeah, 'cause
they
of
aired
the-
it on the news channel there, and we went. They had a whole film crew, and I got to get interviewed. I don't even know where that footage is nowadays, but I was still young, and I got to go experience that and see what it was like in front of TV. And stuff.
They destroyed a lot of Beaner's dreams on that one.
I mean, it was a fun thing to do at that, like late at nights, and you go
Yeah.
to there, and the insane asylum was down the street, so we were always doing that too.
Yeah, I used to go when I was a kid. We used to put the baby powder and like,
Yeah.
look, there's hands and
we never did the baby powder.
we did.
Yeah, no, like, and it's funny. Like I was saying, it's kind of last minute. I didn't get to get my brothers to come, but my brothers, the Paranormal Journal, it's a group. It's all family. We're all family. But my brothers growing up, man, like I was the little brat brother, the smallest of the group, and they tortured me to hell and high water. And I remember my first time going I was so excited because I was like, oh, the ghost tracks, they're gonna take me. And I think my mom was with us in the car too, and they brought us and. Sure enough, they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, go check the prints," And of course, I go out there all like, "Oh, okay, I think there's ghosts out there," and I was like, "I don't see any prints." And just take off on me, dude. They left me out there. Mom's all pissed, hitting them and everything, giving them a hard time about it. But yeah, I mean, just starting off there, that's where I started learning, about paranormal investigations, reading up on it, reading the books and things like that. And then as I got older, I ended up getting a job and. During that job, I worked overnights for almost 7 years, and it just kind of faded away from me. I had to stop doing it. But then later on, during COVID, we jumped back into it. So we've been a team for about 6 years, investigating together. For me, I always still kept up with it, reading on it. I just didn't get to do it. And so when I jumped back into it in 2020, a little bit before 2020, equipment, everything changed. Like they got so much more advanced. There was a little bit more of an understanding how to capture evidence, more than just photography and voice recordings, audio recordings. It's gotten so much bigger, and I never followed like the shows. Like I had, honest to God, probably in the last 3-4 years, I kind of started watching Ghost Adventures. I started watching Ghost Hunters. Like I hadn't seen the shows. I really hadn't seen the shows before, just because we started making it a show, and I was like, well, I really want to see what they're doing and kind of study and see like there's things I don't want to do that they do. There's things I do want to do that they do. So yeah, just in the last 6 years, it's actually been something that me and my brothers have actually gotten into as a family. But for me, I'd say since I was like 15, man, that's when I've been doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to jump into that. That was the one thing I wanted to do was paranormal investigation. Just you want to knock on the door and hope there's someone knocking back. It was just that one thrill.
Yeah.
The one thing I was always scared of, and I was going to ask you on that one, are you afraid of like attachments? Like you go somewhere, something attached, like you're afraid of something attached?
And I'm not, and I don't. So I'm pretty real with it, and I'm pretty real with it on the show, and I'm pretty real with everybody when they ask me. Like, I've never sensed anything evil. I've never sensed anything demonic. And that's the one thing that irks me more than anything on the shows is like they go into a house and they're like, oh, it's a presence, and even like, dude, I've never felt that.
Oh, I pissed myself.
Yeah, because what pisses me off when you see like the paranormal investigators, like what was that one show? Those three guys must be the ghost hunters, where it's like, oh, something touched me. Oh, did y'all get that on camera? I'm like, no, fucker, because the camera wasn't even pointing at you. Like,
Yeah,
That's why South Park shit.
yeah, they shit on bad. There's a warm liquid coming out of me.
Yeah, he's all, there's some warm liquid. It's warm. And he's all pissed. That shit's hilarious.
And that's the thing. You see it all the time. And with us, like, and don't get me wrong, that stuff does happen. I will say that it does happen. And the thing is, it's just, I just don't believe it's evil. Now, do I believe that there's evil out there? Do I feel demonic spirits? All that? Absolutely. I believe in that 100%. Is it as often as people make it out to be, or is that the cause for all these hauntings and things like that? I don't think so. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not dogging anybody who claims that they've seen it, felt it. I'm sure there have been plenty of people who have, but I've never experienced it.
Bunch of phonies, man. Now I'm just joking.
Have you captured anything pretty crazy on the was it the spirit box, the voice box?
Yeah. Like if you go to our page on Instagram, a lot of our clips, I do try to post a lot of our co-evidence clips, just because we are on a network called Paraflix, and so we're exclusive to them, so we don't post any of our episodes full out there. It's a subscription service. If you download the app, we did the USS Lexington and Corpus, so the second part, I believe, of that episode is on there, or the first, I can't remember, but I do post on our social pages all of the cool little things. So there's one where we did Blackbeards on the beach in Corpus, right down from Lexington. That one was really cool because, when they talk about hauntings, there's intelligent residual hauntings. We got an intelligent response there. And intelligent meaning like they actually know what you're doing. They can see you. They can respond to you. They can, talk back and make things happen when requested.
Oh, sounds like a woman ghost.
Like like it's pretty crazy when you're like, can you knock for us and give us something? And it's like a pretty loud, like crazy knock. Like, oh damn, this motherfucker.
Just like this ghost is just nagging at
and
me.
they'll know your names too on some of the shows you see. They'll know the person's name without them even saying their names.
Well,
real quick, because for retards like myself, what's a spirit box?
Spirit box. It just uses radio channel. It just sweeps. It's a sweep of radio channels, but it's better if you do it on the AM, since there's not really any channels on AM. And you put it through a certain speed that you want. You can connect to the speed, and what it does is just goes through white noise of speeding through channels. And with that being said, it's believed that through the radio waves and electromagnetic energy and all kinetic energy, it can actually answer through the radio waves through the white noise.
Yeah, so it'd be like that's what, because it's scanning every channel.
Oh shit!
And it's going that fast. And I like to put mine on a hyperspeed just because if you do get a word out there and it comes out clear, like, oh man, that's pretty impressive, just because it was scanning so fast. So that's the spirit box, and there's different versions of them out there. People can make their own. They can hack their own radios and do them. I buy mine online through certain shops and stuff like that.
I'm just curious, how much does a spirit box cost?
A decent one. I don't know if I can promote, but go stop.com. I got mine for like $80.
Oh, okay.
That's not too bad.
That's cash. That's usually the price, about $80.
I was thinking something high. I was like, it's probably some.
No.
They're real small, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
About that big. But yeah, to answer your question, you said names. We've gotten all that, and once again on our page we have that. It's pretty cool. At Blackbeards, we were talking about children and how some children may have died there in that area from back in the day all the way till the present time, and we asked it its name. And I can't remember if the name came out, but then we're like, are you a child? And we heard like, yes. And we're like, well, how old are you? And clear as day, 9 comes out.
Oh, I think I saw that one. I think that one was on Instagram, right?
Yeah, we have an Instagram. Yeah.
I want to say that
clear
one.
as day, 9. And we all heard it. And we're like, oh, everybody, like, clear as day, 9. It's very, and a lot of times when you have some of these things come out through the box, sometimes it's kind of, everybody kind of hears their own thing. This one was just like, okay, that was 9. So when we did Fluff's White House Cafe in Floresville, this one was really cool and creepy. It was just exciting. For me, it's exciting. It's not so much scary. It's like, oh man, that's cool. Let's see what else we can get.
Not fucking crazy people.
Nah, dude. That's something I would love to just go do, and do a sitting. Just to do a sitting, just to do the voice box.
And my camera guy, he's my best friend, but my brother, in life, because we've been together thick and thin. And
brother.
Yeah. No, we've been together for everything, man. That boy's been through everything with me. So he's kind of timid, you know. He doesn't get as excited as we do, you know. But we were asking like who's in the room, and it says my brothers' names, and then who else is in the room with us? It says Mike, it says Dan, and then you hear it go Steven, and his name's Steven. And I was like, we all just looked at you like, dude, that it was clear as day. Oh, Steven, he's in the bag. He's like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You know, so yeah, we've had all our names pronounced in one room before, so that's pretty cool. Off the spirit box, which is radio sweep, which is kind of, you know, it's hard to deny that kind of evidence. You know what I mean?
So do y'all go with that one rule where y'all don't say each other's names?
No, I mean, we have before. A lot of times we like to introduce ourselves. We like to introduce ourselves and let them know like who we are, what we do. I'm very respectful. I feel like that's the best way to do it because, I mean, if you think about it, which a lot of these places, they've already gotten a lot of people that have came and done investigations, right? So I don't know if you've ever seen that Ben Affleck, that meme where he's outside smoking a cigarette. And he's like his head up. It says like every time a new ghost house enters a haunted house and Ben Affleck's just there like, you know,
not another one.
Yeah. So, you know, I try to be respectful if that's the case, if it is an intelligent, you know, haunting, a ghost, a spirit that can understand what's going on there. You know, I just let them know who we are. You know, I say, you know, we're just here to talk to you. If there's anything you'd like to speak to us about, if there's anything, and it's usually the same thing every house or building that we go to, just because we want to be very clear, very, you know, descriptive of what we do. And I think consistency also plays a part in that. We're not just going to go in there and just, you know, just start asking questions, you know. I mean, if the person or the being that was there once was, you know, they got to understand we're being nice and we're being, you know, that's the best way. I mean, you don't want to come across as a dick, you know, so.
And I'd be like, I got beer. I come with,
Too bad you can't
I
drink
come
it.
with presents.
And we use trigger objects. So when we were at the Gunther and investigating the hotel room that has a lot of activity there, it was said that the guy's name was Walter Emmerich, that killed a woman, murdered a woman there, grinded up her body, and threw some of it in the toilet, the tub.
Oh shit!
Where was the Gunther? Where was that one at?
Downtown on
Gunther.
it's on Houston. I think it's on Houston.
Is that the? That's
sounds
not the
familiar.
Manger. Is it near the Manger?
No. It's further down. It's it's closer on Houston Street. It's like around the corner.
Gunther, yeah, that sounds familiar.
By the Alamo or more down?
Further down.
Oh, okay. By the going towards market.
Kind of going towards like St. Anthony and Travis and all
yeah.
that. Kind of close to that park over on that side. So the Gunther's one of the best hotels. That was the first one we did as a team. A lot of history. Like I said, a guy named Walter Emmerich checked into the hotel a few days earlier with a woman in a red dress. To this day, they don't know who that woman was. Went into the hotel and he was using stolen checks, and that's what he was checking in with. Well, they also traced one of the checks, and they found out that downtown they had a Sears, I believe. He bought a meat grinder from Sears a few days prior as well, and then they checked into the hotel.
Oh, it's by the Sears then.
Well, if there was one, I don't know.
Where the Sears is still there. I believe
Downtown?
so. No.
No, they closed those things down.
I remember where it used to be though.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
So, and my brother Dan, he has a group called Hasta la Muerte Chronicles, but we're kind of partnering together and we do everything together. You got to get him on. You'll love him, and he's hilarious. He's much funnier than me. Trust me, y'all would mesh real quick. He's dumb. But what do you call it? Yeah, they checked in, and as the day came to where they were checking out, the cleaning lady thought that it was time for them to check out. She didn't think anybody was in the room. Walked into the room, saw Walter standing at the foot of the bed with the box and bloody sheets and everything inside of the box, and just all this mangled shit in there. And
I've been like, homeboy got his Red Wings. I'm sorry, I had to.
No, you're fine.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, she screams, obviously, right? She screams, and he just looks at her and he goes, like that. He does that to her. She screams. He gets the box, takes off, goes through the stairway, the fire escape, and runs out. Well, the trail went cold because it started raining that weekend, or that like the day after, or whatever the case may be. They had just started using canine dogs. SAPD just started using canine dogs to sniff out things, and the trail went cold because of the rain. But they later found him at the St. Anthony Hotel through bolos and stuff, and letting people know he checked in the St. Anthony Hotel. And once they found him there, they went to go knock on his door and try to get him to come out, and before they could make it in.
Ooh,
damn. Never found, but they never identified the body. They know that there was enough blood and body parts in that place to know that a murder did occur, but they never found who it was. To this day, it's cold case. Like, they don't know who he murdered in that room, but it was just a woman in the red dress.
Well, then that tells me she was probably a woman of the night.
Yeah, one of
and
the night, definitely.
and that's the thing is like nobody knows, but and oh my god, I can't believe I'm forgetting this, but there was a name that my brother heard. My brother Mike, we're doing the S-Box session, we're doing the Ghost Box S-Box session, and he heard the name, and I didn't hear it, so I didn't flinch to it. And so we finished up. We're like, all right, we know that there's that badass little hot dog stand down by the Hard Rock Cafe in the corner. I don't know if you've ever been downtown. Like we're in after hours, like around 2 a.m. There's a guy that sells hot dogs and bacon wrapped and all that good shit.
Oh, Chris will
Now,
probably
now
know
we
that.
gotta go. Now we gotta go. I love hot
dude,
dogs.
Chris-
bro.
Chris never passes on the good glizzy.
Yeah,
No,
so it
sir.
was,
Don't tempt me with a good time.
There's a lot of wieners that been in that mouth, bro. He said, "Oh,
Not in that way, though.
yeah, no, in that way,
it's okay.
It's 2026,
Yeah,
Chris.
dude.
We accept you."
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
But yeah, we went to go take a break and get glizzies. We went to go get some glizzies, and we went over there. And as we were talking about, my brother had gotten another room. So they had after the murder happened, it used to be one room, but they disconnected the rooms and made it into two just because everybody was coming, wanting to stay in the room, doing all that crazy stuff, exploring the hotel and stuff. And so they separated the rooms. My brother was in the other room conducting his experiments with the S-Box and all this other stuff, and we were doing ours. So we ended up meeting, hadn't talked about the night whatsoever. Well, my brother Mike was like, "Hey, I heard this name," and my brother Dan was just like, "What the fuck?" Like, okay. He's like, "Well, I that name, I didn't hear it, but it popped in my head." He was like, and at the same time, I thought I saw a shadow figure walk right by me. He was like, "But I heard that same name when that happened, and no connection, like no reason for us to even have that connection whatsoever. They both heard the same name." My brother worked closely with a guy who's an investigator, and he wrote a book on the murder too. Worked closely with him, talked to him. He's like, "You know what? I've had several psychics come and try to investigate and try to come up with answers." He's like, "That same name popped up several times."
Damn.
What is that name?
And I'll text him. I'll text. I don't remember. I'm being honest. I don't remember. It was so
okay,
long
you
ago.
don't know.
It was like in 2020.
Dude, that dude was on a bender to end all benders. Yeah. He fucking got a whore, or he got a prostitute, fucking paid with fake checks,
Grinded her up. I mean,
killed her, grinded her up, then went to another
you think
hotel
about
and
it, he had
said,
to dismember this chick and
He did.
grind. Yeah,
He did. He flushed her down the toilet. And so yeah, and when we did that one, I was like, well, he spent a lot of time in the tub, in the restroom, and everything. All that's still the same. So I had the team leave. I had the team leave for a little bit, and I just put on the night vision cameras in the bathroom, and I laid in the tub for a little bit, started asking questions. So there was no distraction, no reason for anything to happen. And I put a REM pod, and a REM pod is just a device that uses electromagnetic field around it. And if you get close to it or you break that barrier, it goes off. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't work with bugs or I mean, I've tested it. Never seen a bug set it off, never seen a fly or anything like that set it off. It's usually just a person that has to set it off, that much energy. And I set it up on the shampoo rack above me on the tub as I laid there. And, I'm asking questions and that. And then finally it just, boom, just goes off in the tub with me. And I'm just like, oh shit. And that was like the first oh shit moment for me. I was like, oh fuck. And I'm like, it's a fucking murderer. Like, oh man, like, oh God. So, but fun. All it's kind of like a roller coaster ride. You don't know if you're gonna fucking fly out the coaster or not. You just get excited, and that's how I take it. So that was like probably the first excitement.
but it wouldn't be the murderer, right? It would be the chick that got murdered, right?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
That's
No, because he murdered himself in another hotel, no?
he can find his way back.
here's the cool part, right?
Oh, okay. He could find his way.
Yeah,
We go back. We go
Yeah.
back. We go back a few months later, and we're like, let's do it again. And the hotel was really cool. They don't do it anymore, but the hotel, we had kind of a little bit of a connection, and they gave us the hookup, and we were able to like explore the whole hotel. Man, we got the guys, some of the people that worked there, like, do the kitchen. The kitchen has all this shit going on, so we did the kitchen, got some really cool shit there. But this is the cool part. So when they gave us that access, one of the guys was like, "Hey, you got to check the boiler room." He's like, "This is really cool." So he sent me down there. The whole team went down there, and he goes, "You need to see this." And he opens up this metal door, and it's sealed off with concrete. And I'm like, "Okay, that's interesting. Well, what's this about?" He's like, "It used to be a tunnel." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "It leads to the St. Anthony Hotel." That's where the dude shot himself.
Oh, shit.
That's like, dude, what the fuck? So I was like, and we all just like, "Oh shit!" Like, well,
It's underground?
but sealed off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. So yeah, it's just like I said, all these cool little things that we find when we go investigating. It's just like there has to be some type of connection, and that's the fun part about it is the history. Once again, my brother Dan will fill you in on that hopefully one day and give you more information.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to have him on.
So you did see the shadow person then, or you had a glimpse of something?
Well, he did. I
Oh,
did.
okay.
My brother just heard the name, but the same name that popped in his head when he saw the shadow person. So was it the woman? Maybe.
Dude, that's like lucky. I mean, not lucky, but like.
No, it is. It is because
If you're a
that's-
ghost hunter, yeah.
Well, yeah, because if you catch it on camera, it's rare when you see like shadow people.
Yeah, and that's the thing is a lot of people. So we don't push out a lot of episodes. I think we have like 8 episodes, if anything, in the last 6 years. One, because of funding. Like, dude, people charge an arm and leg to go investigate their locations, right? But the other thing is, even when we do residential places, residential homes, like we don't have any on our episodes because a lot of times we get nothing. Like a lot of people think like, oh, it's all this stuff you see on the shows, and I'm not saying anything's fabricated. I'm just saying for us, we're never that lucky. And like you said, if we are, it is lucky. Just because to get really cool, solid evidence that we can say it's solid evidence, it doesn't happen all the time. So we don't get to push out a lot of episodes. Yeah. I only put stuff out there that I feel is like, it's real. It's genuine. We don't fake anything or anything like that. So when you do get something that's fun, it's a blast.
So I can imagine, yeah.
I would think right now in the era of AI, it would be a hard business, man.
It sucks.
So many. Yeah, I was gonna say because everybody's just gonna say that's AI. Oh, that's AI.
It sucks, dude. Like that's AI is so scary, man. Like, don't get me wrong. For a guy on a budget, and I can't. We just did the oh my god, I'm going blank on me. But we just did one location where it used to be a stagecoach stop, and it's in Seguin, Texas. It's a haunted Magnolia Hotel. I don't know if you've heard of it. A lot of shows have done it. Ghost Adventures, all of them done it. But it's called the Haunted Magnolia Hotel. We just did that location, and it used to be a stagecoach stop. And I was like, let me play around there. Maybe I can get something cool. So I had this cool shot of the front of the hotel, and I was like, well, I'm giving the history and talking about the place. And I was like, at one point, it was a stagecoach stop. And I put that into, I don't know if it was like, I forgot what website I went to, and I put it in. Dude, I got this badass shot of a fucking stagecoach pulling up in front of it. It looked all historic. I put some filters on it and it looked badass. So that I don't mind, but like, dude, everything else, I'm scared I'm gonna end up on some fucking website or like doing some shit on Glizzies and fucking like it's scary, dude. Like AI is just taking over as far as creativity goes, but
yeah, for sure.
And you see so many videos, dude, on Instagram where they're doing all sorts of crazy, like you see all these like hauntings, or you see like fucking UFOs and all sorts of crazy shit like that, and it's just like,
yeah,
I question everything.
It takes a lot of the fun, a lot of the exploring out of everything when you see like, that's gonna be bullshit. But even if it's not, it's always gonna second guess you. Instead of the belief, it's gonna be nah.
I don't believe shit I see. I mean, even if I saw my videos, I'd be like, that's bullshit. Like, I'm not gonna believe it.
It's the age of nothing's real.
Yeah, because like back in the day, like with Nuke's Top 5. And like I don't know if you heard of Franco TV.
Yeah.
So like, dude, he had some bangers back in the day. The one with the cemetery in New York. Mm-hmm. He did a couple of urban explorations too. And dude, he had close calls with like squatters.
Yeah, that's scary, dude. Like, get permission and find out where you're going. Have a crew with you. It's Texas. Carry your fucking gun.
And this guy's
like,
solo too. That's the thing.
Because you're carrying equipment, dude. Like, we carry so much equipment with us. Like, we're like, you come across some sketchy ass places when you're trying to go find something.
You see that one video? It was these two older guys. I want to say it was up by New York. It was like an abandoned like fucking warehouse, and they're going upstairs. And when they're coming down, one of the guy goes, "Hey man, hold on, I think I hear something." And the moment he says that, not like 2 seconds later, someone's cell phone goes off outside the building. Ooh. And he goes, "Hold on, dude, I think that they're gonna try to rob us." So they actually waited, and you see a group of guys just like start walking around the premises looking for them, and they ended up running out, and they got chased. So I'm like, that kind of shit you have to watch out with squatters. That'll be the one thing that scares me.
I do want to ask, how did you get like? Are you basically sponsored? Like, are you sponsored by anybody or how'd you get into that Paraflix?
My 9 to 5 job. Dude, like,
no, I mean,
same area.
You're on a network, right? Paraflix.
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen?
We applied. We saw them through social media, and they were saying, "Hey, we're launching this new network." And Nally Jones, she's the CEO. Patty Negri, she comes out. She's a psychic medium. She comes out on Ghost Adventures, very close to like Zach Bagans and all them. But they did this joint network where they were like, "Hey, we're trying to do a platform for paranormal shows that can't make it to the big networks. So we're trying to bring that creativity, that content to people, so they can see and bring paranormal world out to everybody at a more affordable price. So they did that. I sent in my submission, just told them what I wanted to do, what my show was about, and we had a meeting, and history from there.
Oh, okay.
It's been about 6 years I've been with them, and it's really cool, man. Like I said, it's shows that you're not going to hear about and find other places. Like HBO has like kind of the paranormal thing going all on there, but this is just specifically just paranormal. paranormal, and it's like $5-6 a month. Like it's nothing crazy. It's very affordable, and they have really good content on there, man.
And you get paid for that, or
Yeah,
or,
I mean, depending on what the contract, so, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's what I meant. Like, I didn't mean sponsored, but like,
No,
you're on an actual network.
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty cool.
it's a lot of fun. Like I said, I was in law enforcement for about 7 years. I left to pursue my dream. I've always wanted to do film and do anything with media and stuff. And I took that leap, and I was in my mid-20s. I was like, I'm going to do it. I was there till I was about 26, I think, and decided I was like, hey, I'm out. Like I want to follow the stream. Did it. Of course, you're going to struggle. So I ended up getting another full-time job for the meantime, but it was one that was easier to work with my schedule. I was able to do things. Vacation time's great. So that's when I started just doing film. And then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, that's when I was like, you know what? I was like, I want to do this again, because when we were living in our place, and I shared this story with several people already, but it's a cool story, and it's how we got back into it. When COVID hit, we were in an old condo, and you could hear everything that was happening in the condo, footsteps, everything, wood floors, craziness. We're there for 4 months, man. It was me, my wife, and my kids, and my dog. And while we're there, dude, we just heard shit all the time. Like people walking upstairs, grab my gun. I'm like clearing the room, like, oh shit, like there's somebody here, dude. But nobody was ever there. And the dog's there, my girls are there, we're here, like, what the hell's happening? Well, then finally I'm telling my wife, like, I really want to see if I can get some equipment again. I was like, see if I can get some basic equipment. Trump was throwing out them free bucks, and I was like, we got enough in savings. Let me buy some equipment. And she goes, no, because my wife, now she's part of the team, right? But she's like, no, like she thinks everything's demonic. She believes that everything is, it's not what it seems to be.
That's me.
Yeah, she thinks
it really ain't.
I know, but that's just the way I am.
But if you read the Bible too, if you're a believer in the Bible, it also says that your loved ones, all them, they won't come back. So it's kind of like, dude, what do you, what is it if it is anything? So it's one of those. She was like, no. She's like, they're just manipulating you. Like that's not who they say they are. And I was like, man, I kind of see that point too, right? But one day she heard, she was in the kitchen, opened up the cabinet, and she heard her name whispered into her ear, and that's when she was like, "Ah, fuck this. Okay, let's find out. Let's see what's in the house."
See, I
Got
don't
her interest right there.
Yeah. So it got even better. Once again, this is on Instagram. Our first residential haunting. We were up, and I had just gotten a voice recorder. It was a Sony voice recorder. And I was like, hey, you want to go try to see? Because our garage was opening by itself, right? Obviously, it could be a glitch, and when you do paranormal investigations, you want to rule out everything before actually saying it's paranormal. So in my mind, it's a glitch, right? It's wiring, false remote, something. So we go down there and we just sit down and I tell her, okay, so you've never done this. Stay quiet. You don't talk. I'm the one who talks. If you have a question, raise your hand, give me a signal. I'll stop the recording. So we go down there and we hear the sensor on the garage like kind of clicking, and I'm looking and I'm like, okay, it's not a rat, or there's nothing there. It's just clicking and it's wanting the garage to open. And I'm like, that's weird. So I start asking questions. I was like, is that you opening the garage? And then you hear a girl's voice, a girl or a woman's voice. I won't say a little girl's voice. And it sounds like it said, hit something, like clear as day. We didn't hear it then, right? So we go upstairs. I plug it into audio program on the computer, plug it in, and we're sitting there, and she just hears it and just fucking freezes up and just looks at me. And she was like, I'm going to bed. I was like, but you heard it. And it happens now. So I was like, you get why I want to keep doing this? So along the way, she got back into it with me, and we just started. I was like, well, I want to start filming it. We're not filming. We were doing a show called Fermentation Sessions, where we were traveling to breweries throughout Texas and talking to the brewmasters and getting a tour of their breweries and stuff. And at the same time, we'd bring a local band or somebody, a local artist in to perform that kind of fit the vibe of the brewery. We had started doing that, but COVID hit and took us out, and we were doing really well. And not only that, but our hard drive and our computer got stolen in Austin, so we lost all of our episodes. We had at least released one fucking episode, and our shit got stolen. So we weren't able to do it. COVID killed it completely. So I was like, dude, we can film right now, and right now is the perfect time to do it. Nobody's in these locations; they're dead. We can go, no pun intended, but we can go and we can film. And so my best friend, my brother, Steve, was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. I called my brother up. I was like, hey, this is what's happening. And he was like, dude, I'm doing the same thing. And he was like, let's work together. I was like, all right, cool. And then on our first investigation, my brother Mike was downtown just chilling. He's like, oh, where y'all at? And I was like, we're at the hotel. He comes in, starts helping out. And I was like, you want to hold a camera, dude? And he's like, yeah, okay. And then fucking history from there. And he's been with us since. So it's been just this whole family thing. So,
I want to say you're the first man to successfully get your wife to shut up. No, but
it was the demons. It wasn't me.
it takes fucking ghosts to shut these chicks up once in a while. No, I was actually thinking. Sorry, I'm gonna. But y'all are like both of y'all are fucking weird because because y'all are like the white people that you're like, get out of that fucking house, dude. Because I'm telling you what I would do, man. If I opened a drawer and I heard, hey, John Penny, I'd be like, oh, fuck that. Everybody get the fuck up. We're getting out of here. I would pack up all our shit and I'd be gone, dude. I'd be like, I need to get the fuck out of this place.
That's hilarious.
Nah, that's the way I am, bro.
I get excited, dude.
Yeah.
It's always poked my interest in all that. If something calls my name, I'm probably going to go search for it.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
And it's not going to be because I'm like, oh, okay, like it sounded demonic. I'm going to try to go get possessed, but it's more like, nah, I need to know what the fuck this is, especially if it's in my house.
Yeah.
Because I've had some shit like happen in the house, and I'm just more like, do I want to pursue this or do I want to ignore it? Yeah. And most of the times it's like, I don't got time. I'm tired.
Dude, you see me with the hammer with the for sale sign. Just
and that's the thing. Out. I mean, 95%, I would say 95, 98%, like of these things are they're there just because they're there, and there's no harm intended. And a lot of times you hear it from people that live with these things for a long time. They'll say, like, oh, I named it Jeff. I named it Bill. Like, hey, Bill, shut up, or hey, Juan, be quiet, whatever the case may be. And 98%, that's what's going to happen, right?
West Side Homes. That's one.
Well, you want to know a real West Side ghost story? Talk to my brother Dan. Once again, what got him onto this? Dude, that motherfucker saw flying tortillas.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Straight on the Comal, dude. Like, I'm not even lying. Like I said, I wish he was here. I wish I could have brought him.
Man, that sounds like a sports team in San Antonio.
the flying tortillas.
No, we got the flying tortas. Just these little fat witches. These little chubby witches.
Little brooms.
On a tortilla, like a little taquito. Just going around.
Yeah, dude. Like he's seen some shit. He's seen way more than, and he's very sensitive to it. So he is able to feel and see things. I'm not one of those guys. I'm like always just waiting, and he's able to experience all that, and I'm not.
I do have a quick question, sorry, but since you're like a man of like you're a man of God, right? Read the Bible and all that. What do you think those things are? Because in the like according to Christian faith, right? Everybody goes either the one or the other, right?
Yeah.
So what's your belief? Are these beings that are stuck here?
I don't know, man. And I wouldn't say I'm like my dad is he's an assistant pastor at his church and all that. My other brother who's not involved with it but supports us and gives us all the love. They're very very in the Christian life, and me, I respect it. I believe in it. I believe in doing right and good by everyone, and I believe there is a God and there's good in the world, and you should be doing good, but I don't know, and that's saying I probably should read the Bible a little more to understand that side of it, right? Understand demonic, possession and things like that. And I do try to read up on it. I do read books and such like that, but I'm always looking for more of the scientific side of it. So I'm going into new studies now, and what I'm reading is a lot of it probably isn't even ghosts or spirits that have passed on. It's other dimensions. Now they're learning more about cross dimension and things like that, and they're finding out there's more and more stories of people using either one telekinesis or cross dimension of sightings. So there's one story, the stories you see of people saying like they saw a ghost, at the Civil War, at Gettysburg, things like that. It might be one, a portal, or a residual haunting. So residual haunting is going to be a person or a thing that's just being played over and over again. The traumatic event and the experience is causing that event to play over like a record over. It just kind of embeds itself into the atmosphere.
Like The Grudge.
Yeah.
That was The Grudge, right?
Yeah.
I want to say it was one of them.
Yeah, which is the woman was recurring.
Yeah, because like Gettysburg, you see a lot of action in there.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of the spirits, or if you want to call it that, because like they're still reenacting
They're
the
still
war.
fighting the war. You hear the gunshots, you hear the screams, you hear this. That's residual. They don't know what's going on.
That'd be cool to hear that, though.
Yeah,
yeah, do people have that recording their house? Because you could camp on the Gettysburg field.
No, I know, but that'd be cool to see like just the ghosts read it. Like, oh shit!
Come on, win one for us, brother.
The South to rise again. How stupid.
No, and that's the thing, and it's like when you see a ghost in a house that's walking through a wall. They don't know that wall's there. That's not what was there when they were there. So that's residual. But then now they're saying there's like telekinetic ghosts, right? Or crisis ghosts. So like a telekinetic ghost would be one where a lot of people feel that when someone passes away that they're close to, they start experiencing things, right? They start seeing and hearing things that have happened in their house. But a lot of times it pertains to things that person that past was close to. So like, somebody saying that their dad's favorite vinyl records was there, right? And that he played those every weekend, right? Drinking a beer, listening to them. And, he always did it around 5 o'clock. So that's embedded with you. And if you really were close to that person, whatever the case may be, sometimes your own mind is playing those things back. Your own mind is missing it so much that it causes those records to maybe move, or it causes the record player to turn on, and it's always around that same time. But it's actually the person that's grieving that's causing it to happen, not the ghost.
We're in a simulation, brother.
I've always just considered it purgatory. It's like they're waiting for some type of judgment. Either you're going up or down. It's just a time. They're just waiting.
That or the old thought process of it being unfinished business. Maybe they're still here protecting a person or watching over a person while they're in purgatory. There's different theories, so many theories, and that's the thing about paranormal investigations, man. It's not a proven science yet. But if you lean more towards science, if you allow the science to actually take over the investigation, it gives you more credibility. It gives more fact to that investigation. Like when you're doing your investigation, you have an EMF meter go off, electromagnetic field go off, and at the same time you have a temperature or an atmospheric fluctuation go down, go up. It's like, okay, why did that happen? And why did it just happen right here after that question or that happened?
Yeah, because you'll see a lot of them like either it's going to be the temperature's going to drop or the batteries on their equipment starts to just die quick.
Sucks the life out of it, which we've had. We've had a fully charged battery on our lights, on our cameras, and we go into this one warehouse, and then all of a sudden when we start the investigation, we start asking questions, we're like, dude, our battery's dead. Our sound recorders are dead.
Fucking succubus, bro.
They suck the life out of everything, bro.
Yeah, shit. I knew a girl like that.
What's the most craziest things you've ever experienced? Like whether it was on film or just something that it was something that you knew you had to go after.
Not specifically going after. I just could never explain it. I thought maybe it was a really fucked up alarm system. But do you remember the Chinese graveyard? I don't know if you're familiar with Chinese Zazumoda. It's an old graveyard, haunted supposedly by a Chinese woman who walks the cemetery at night, and you would see her. It's one way in, one way out. Just it's one long cemetery. But
it's
now
still there.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's so much urban construction around it now. Like it's not crazy. It used to just be on one road, and there was nothing out there.
You used to go and flash your headlights, right? Like 3 times or something. Was
no,
that like the fucking Bloody Mary? Or
something like no. I don't know if that was like the Donkey Lady Bridge or what. There was certain.
There was
so
one like that. You go somewhere and you flash your headlights.
So many urban legends here, right? But that one was kind of cool because that was where I got my first. And once again, orbs, right? Orbs can be 99% of the time it's dust, right? But when I was first doing this when I was a teen, it was around high school. It was probably about 16, 17. We went out there with the camera, and we got off the truck, and we go off into me and my buddies. And it's when I first caught my first orb, and I saw that after I came back. But the weird thing about it was when we got off and we started walking, I just heard all these fucking dogs barking. And I'm like, oh, shit, they have fucking guard dogs. We got to get back to the car. But they never showed up. And all these dogs barking. So we're walking, speeding back to the fucking truck, and all of a sudden they stopped. All the dogs, all at once. No more barking. And it just ended. But there's nothing around that cemetery at the time. It was just field. So I'm just like, what? What happened to the dogs, dude? So that was like the weirdest, like, what the hell? And of course, that just influenced me more. Like, dude, I want to fucking do this all the time. So, I think that's the weirdest, like, freakiest, unexplainable thing that's happened to me. On the Lexington, I can't say I've ever been touched inappropriately or appropriately. But when we were in the Lexington, I felt like this shockwave like go up my back. And if when you have to pee really bad and all of a sudden you just like get that fucking shiver.
The little jitter.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. I didn't have to pee, but I felt the jitter. And our tour guide, Bill, he told us, he was like, hey, well, just so you know, there's a worker in here that died by electrocution. Like they were working.
Damn.
I was like, okay, well, that's interesting too.
I think the guy just touched me.
Well, I was gonna say, if you ever find inappropriate touching ghosts, I mean, I'm down to go with you. It's just like, oh, she's jerking me up.
They just pull your pants down. Oh,
he has a little wiener. Get him out of here.
And that's the funny thing is nobody. I didn't even catch it till I was an adult, but I didn't know that's what happened to Ray in the Ghostbusters, dude. Like. He's literally getting his pants like.
That
was like a kids movie, dude. I was like, I never caught that as a child.
Horny ghost, bro. Hey,
I would have been like Let's go.
You need
with
to get in
this.
some ghost guts too.
I'm gonna give this a try.
Get some ghost guts every now and then, dude.
The ectoplasm, dude. This is what you need.
I know it's ectoplasm. My penis.
Yeah, like the
So
next.
you watch South Park?
Yeah. No,
Okay,
I do,
thank
yeah.
God.
Oh yeah,
You're a good man.
Oh,
You're a
Ra-
good man.
Randy,
I love
Randy.
South
Yeah.
Park. I love South
It's
Park.
ectoplasm. I just remembered it right now.
Dude, but that is that's pretty wild. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going. I was thinking of Randy now. Fuck it, go. I'm
No,
sorry.
because like the Lexington has some good fucking videos, bro. Like the door slamming, and you can hear people screaming. Like the one, I forgot one girl was like asking something, and you just hear like some guy just groan real loud, and the door closed. I'm like, what the fuck? I want to fucking record that shit.
And have you gotten like access to explore there yet, or you just
Or
went, like
Lexington?
yeah.
Dude, we did a full on we had to do a 2-part episode because we got all night there. Like it was.
Yeah, you can see the night, right?
Oh shit.
Till about like 3 in the morning, I think 2-3 in the morning. But they start you early. Like once it closes, like at 7, dude, it's yours. And all it is your team, your tour guide. You sign some waivers, tour guide, and one security guard, making sure that nobody's coming into the ship, and that it's all yours. And you get to go to the parts of the ship that you don't get on the tour. So it's really cool. If it's still Bill Miller, an older paranormal investigator and tour guide there, amazing dude, a lot of fun, very very. Knowledgeable about the ship and what happened in the areas that you're going to, and he also documents everything. And after you finish the investigation, like a day or 2 later, he sends you a whole transcript of all the evidence that you captured and everything. It's really cool. So if you get the chance, yeah, man, I mean, do it. I mean,
hell no.
and they even
Yeah,
have
we should do
overnight.
it.
You can do it.
Well, they even have overnights where you don't have to do the investigation, but you get to stay the night on the ship, and they put you up in the bunks and everything where the sailors used to freaking sleep and all that. So it's pretty.
We can do that, all of us.
Hey,
Do
you
that,
can.
and I'll go walk the ship.
I'll be at the fucking what is it? The Hilton.
And I'll just call it because one of my buddies, he's like me, man. We're just into all that because like ever since The Exorcist and growing up, like we always watched The Exorcist. It was always The Omen, that the old movies that my mom always got us to, and I was like, no, what? I'm into this. Like I fucking love it. It's scary, but it's exciting. Oh yeah, dude, that was fucking crazy. And if you actually watch like the unedited version, you see like those little tiny clips that the director left out, the faces and everything. I'm like, dude, if you watch it, look at all the mirrors. Lucifer somehow is always
on there.
on all the mirrors.
Yep.
So yeah, I had the opposite effect. I watched The Exorcist a lot. My mom used to put it on because she was a fucking bitch. Make us scare us. No, just to
I
fuck
got
with
you,
us.
I got you.
And I was like, you fucking bitch. And I was scared shitless when I was a kid. And I was
Oh,
like,
of course,
fuck
yeah. I mean,
that.
we were all scared, but for me, I was like, I just wanted to watch it. I just wanted to be there to watch the whole video.
That's what I'm saying. Like it piqued your curiosity. For me, it really like hell no, I ain't fucking with any of that stuff, bro. Like ever. I never been into Ouija boards,
Oh, dude,
seances.
neither.
none of
I
that
won't
stuff.
See, and I stay away from the Ouija boards.
Yeah, I
I
won't
said
touch
this
that shit.
on every interview we've done. I always tell them like, stay away from fucking Ouija boards. Like, just don't mess with them because you don't know what you're attracting. It's different when you go into a location and you're like trying to communicate with something's already there. I feel like the negative energy that you bring into it with the Ouija board is automatically. What was your first? Like you just said, I don't fuck with Ouija boards, right? Because if I had you two in the room and it's just us three and I brought a Ouija board into here, my thought is it's going to bring something evil. Your thought is it's going to bring something evil. Same here, right?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
that's
all right,
the
bro, I'm
energy-
out.
Yeah, that's the energy you're welcoming, man. So like, it's gonna. That's what it's gonna welcome.
Yeah, you go somewhere that's haunted. You already know it's haunted. You don't know what it is, but you know it's haunted. But when you do the Ouija board, you're opening a doorway to something that's gonna come in.
Yeah.
It's gonna come. You don't know what's coming in.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the most haunted place in San Antonio? Like that, a lot of people say.
Whole
that's-
fucking city, dude. Like, there's so much fucking history here, dude. Like downtown. I mean, if you think of all the property that's in the downtown area around the Alamo, like so many people died there. So the city, had so much growth going on, and the Alamo itself, just everything that happened there. I mean, it's undeniable. But there's so much history. Like the Manger is haunted by the King Ranch. Have you heard of King Ranch, right? Yeah. Yeah. So that gentleman died in the hotel. He died in that room. They had his funeral in the hotel lobby. Richard King, because he went there so much and stayed there so much. They honored him by that. So some of the furniture still in the King Ranch, Richard King suite, is still some of the furniture that was in there when he passed.
Oh, shit.
So once again, that can hold on to some energy, right? So the Manger, that hotel had the hotel has so much rich history with all the people that have visited in the past, historical.
Teddy Roosevelt, man.
Yeah, everybody. Babe Ruth, I think Babe Ruth
Yeah,
was
yeah.
there.
He did the Rough Riders before they invaded Cuba.
So, I mean, anywhere you go, man, there's so much history.
I used to work at the Emily Rose.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the basement.
Morgan
they said was
Emily
the,
Morgan.
Emily Morgan.
Yeah,
Yeah, Emily
Emily
Rose.
Rose.
I was thinking,
Yeah,
the
that's a
bar.
movie.
There was a bar that fought for a long time that shut down.
Oh, the Yellow Rose.
the yellow, is it the yellow or
is
no?
it?
It was something.
No,
something
Moses Roses.
Moses Roses.
Yeah, yeah.
You had to do the fucking.
Hey, they used to have this
Yeah.
burger, the Surf and Turf.
Surf and
Dude, that shit was a banger, bro. God, look at my fat ass, look at my burgers. But no, it was Emily Morgan. But the Yellow Rose of Texas is a myth. That's another thing. That's the one that's totally kept Santa Ana busy when.
I've never stayed.
Laid
Oh,
pipe.
yeah.
But it's all a myth. But she was a real lady, but they
Yeah.
made her into this
On the
folk
story.
hero. And you know which one fucked me up the most, dude? When I found out Texas Chainsaw Massacre wasn't real. When I was
It was derived from other things.
yeah, it was Ed Gein and all that stuff. But I was like, what? I was devastated, man. I was
You're heartbroken.
Yeah, I was probably about like 18. I was about 18. Somebody told me, you know, it's not a real story. And I said, nah, bitch, it's real. That's Travis County. I was like, that's Travis County, bro. It's right there. I could go there.
Have you been to the house recently?
What house?
The house where they filmed it.
No, I didn't.
You can go to the house. It's a restaurant now and a bar. And they have all the memorabilia in there, dude. If you love that movie, you'll love that place. It's a bar. They have the memorabilia. They have statues of Leatherface in there and stuff, chilling.
Road trip.
We
We
gotta,
gotta go.
I know we gotta
Yeah,
go.
dude.
It's in Austin or a little before.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure where it's at.
Because Travis County is kind of like
It's not.
pretty
I mean,
big,
it's drivable, man. It's a day trip. You'll have.
Yeah.
You'll make
Sunday.
it, yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, so look it up. It's pretty cool. Once again, my brother Dan, he makes trips out there all the time. He loves going out there. He sends us videos when he's there and stuff. But it's pretty badass. Fixed up really nice now, and then you can go and just tour the whole little house, and they have all this memorabilia.
So, one question is, what's your favorite like folklore? Sorry, what's your favorite folklore in this area, like San Antonio or Corpus, Houston? Where, like, what's your favorite story that?
I think just in general, La Llorona. La Llorona is just it's the creepiest fucking story you can hear, man. Like I love going camping and I'm always listening to some crazy shit, right? But just the story itself, I'm sure it traces back. I'm sure there's some truth to that. It derived from something, you know, other than trying to keep your fucking kids from going to the river without supervision. But there's there's so many stories of hearing from that. But I think generally the overall folklore from that is my favorite one. I'm still trying to work on a short film to recreate some of that. But the biggest folklore story that I love from San Antonio was the woman who snuck out of the house to go to the club and dance with the devil. And dude, you tell me you've never heard of that story.
I told you about that one,
bro.
I'm dude, I don't know. What? Tell me that story.
So
I've told him this one before
yeah,
too.
dancing with the devil, man. You know, the story goes a girl disobeyed her parents or such, and there's different versions, right? But the overall gist of the story is she snuck out, went to this dance at a club on the west side, and it was called El Camaroncito. I believe it used to be on, is it W. White Road, I think? I gotta remember where it's at. But that was my phone, I'm sorry. Oh. I put it on silent and still vibrated. But yeah, it was a club called El Camaroncito. And, you know, she goes to this dance and she ends up seeing this really handsome gentleman and he asks her to dance and they're dancing. As they're dancing, she looks down and sees the hoof of a I think a cow and one of a chicken foot. And all of a sudden everybody sees it and it's like, oh shit, I already knew right away that's the devil. And then as he sees it, he runs off. And as he's running, there's like smoke and sulfur. You can smell it all. He ran, I think, through the restroom and out the window or something like that. But I mean, I don't know why the fucking devil would have to do that instead of just snap his fingers and poof, you know?
It was on WWY. It's probably just some black dude that they that just like, it's the fucking devil, mija, don't go over there.
Yeah, that's a very famous story because my mom told me that.
Just fucking around. Okay.
And believe it or not, your mom. One night we were all drinking at your house. Your mom said that too.
My mom said she saw the devil.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So
she told
my
me that one.
grandfather
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's the thing. Like, did they? You know what I mean? Like, so.
mom's
but
kinda,
I think that's the coolest folklore story, San Antonio wise. Like, I love that story, and I developed a short screenplay for it, and I'm dying to make it. Just the budgeting, of course, right? Money's everything in film, but yeah, that's the coolest story I think that's out there.
And
Scariest too.
Is there like a place that is still
that club is the one that's supposed to happen at Camaroncito. I think it's still there. I mean, I looked up some when I was doing research for the film. I researched it and I saw the building's still there, but it's just an old vacant building at this point.
Oh, it's just a vacant. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I
Pretty
didn't
cool to explore.
I didn't really fuck with like all the stuff. Like,
crazy stuff
I mean, I know Llorona and what is it, Chupacabra and all that stuff, but I never really paid attention to, I guess,
All that
those
scary
folk-
stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's cool, man. I love it. And that's what I love about the city too. Is just so rich with so much history and just all the shit you can probably dig into and explore, man. It's endless here. But if this doesn't work out, talking about South Park, I was making this joke recently, the one where Randy ends up making an OnlyFans. But have you seen? You tell me you've never seen the one where he makes an OnlyFans.
It makes it OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Which one's that one?
The dad, right? That's Randy.
Yeah,
right?
that's Randy Marsh. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
he makes
Stan's dead.
he makes an OnlyFans. You haven't seen him making an OnlyFans?
When did this come out?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, it was on Instagram, like little short clips.
I don't remember him making an
She
OnlyFans.
opens the door and he has the little ring light. He has the ring light,
Yeah.
and he's just there with like just a shirt on. He's like, "All right, guys, tell me what you want to see." He's like, $5 gets you this. And then she's like, "Randy Marsh, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna tell you." He's like, "I'm an OnlyFans model," and then, like it's fucking stupid.
Okay, I gotta watch that one
But
tonight.
I was gonna say I can always do some kind of a OnlyFans haunting kind of fucking tarot card reading fucking bullshit out there. But if the show fails, which it is what it is. I'm not making a ton of money. I'm not trying to get famous. I'm gonna keep doing it as long as I can keep doing it and going out and exploring as many places. But I always joke about that. I was like, I'm gonna end up doing something stupid like that later on in life.
I think that's what I mean. That's basically us. Like we're not like, oh, I want to be like Joe Rogan. It's just more.
Yeah.
I just want to meet cool people and drink with my boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main goal for us.
I mean, but I just want to be able to pay my bills and do this.
Yeah,
That'd be
no,
great.
yeah.
That's the goal, right?
No, like, and I told my wife before coming, I was like, I got invited to podcasts and this and that, and I've done a few of them, but I always never know how I'm going to do or whatever the case may be. I was like, man, I get so fucking worked up and nervous about doing these things.
Little did she know it's going to end up being a gangbang later.
Well, dude, I was going to make a joke. I saw your setup and I was like, they got fucking couches. I was like, am I going to sit on the couch by myself? But I was like, the door's going to open up and see a bunch of fucking guys come in like, oh,
Casting couch, baby. We got big old.
they're like, we invited you to audition.
I know
we
we,
put you on
we
the
got
show.
a big old black man outside named Bilbo, ready to go.
He's swinging a hammer. I'll tell you that.
He has a flash hammer like you've never seen. No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. We got invited to one podcast and we're all excited.
Yeah,
It was one. Yeah,
we're like, we finally made it. Like,
We made it, guys.
We got noticed.
What was it?
Double Dave's.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, Double
I
Dave's.
was on Double Dave's. Yeah, we went on Double Dave's. It was a lot of
yeah,
fun.
you did the cemetery. They told me because
Oh yeah. Well, that was the second time we. Well, my brother did the tour with them. I met them afterwards because I had to work, but we met up at the end of it. And now they're cool dudes. I love them. They're really funny, really cool dudes to hang out with. So a lot of fun.
What cemetery did y'all go to?
Cemetery 1 downtown on Houston.
Okay, did you catch anything?
Nah, that night we didn't get anything. I'm lying. I think after they left, we set up a tripwire, and a tripwire is basically a string of EMF meters. And it's just the EMF meter changes color if any type of electromagnetic energy gets close to it. It'll light up brighter if it gets close enough. So we set up a tripwire around one of the tombstones, and then I also set up a motion sensor. But I set up the motion sensor facing up towards the epitaph and the tombstone, so nothing would kind of get in front of it or move it, just so we can make sure that was a true reading versus it being a false positive. So I set that up, and I asked if it could get close to the tripwire, if you could walk the tripwire and let us know that it was there. And at the same time, the tripwire went off. Just a second or two later, the motion sensor went off, like if something walked in front of it. So I was like, "Oh, that's fucking cool."
That was
And
Bubba
that's-
Gump.
and-
He got
and
his
that's-
lip stuck on there, bud. Every time I hear
Tripwire.
I just automatically Bubba Gump. I mean, no, Bubba.
Bubba.
It's not Bubba Gump. I said Bubba Gump. I forgot what was his last name.
Benjamin Belford Blue.
Yeah, look at this.
Benjamin Buford Blue, right?
Buford, yeah.
Yeah, damn, that's a fucking Southern black name I ever heard one.
That's why they call him Bubba.
But yeah, so that was the only thing that happened that night. I put it on the page, I think, just because we were filming. We were trying to do an episode just on cemeteries, but once again, we've gone out several times, man, and gotten shit. Like there's nothing that we can get sometimes, and everybody
Not
believes.
scared though, man.
No, I mean out there just getting mugged. Like
that'll be the most scariest.
I mean, I'm not trying to talk shit. It's
No,
a rough side of
I-
town.
it's-
like
it's
literally, once again on our page, I have a video of us out there doing an investigation, and literally one street away, a fucking drive by. I look on the news. It was the wrong house. The next day, they identified it was the wrong house, and some like 57-year-old man got shot. Like it was horrible.
It's all showing y'all in the background of the video.
Yeah, no,
We caught something.
no, like that's. I mean, nah, man. As far as being scared, I mean, as long as you go in with good intention, a lot of people sometimes we do it. I forget, to be honest. A lot of times, you do the whole ritual of saying at the end, like, "This is your home. If you're here, thank you for speaking with us. Thank you for being and talking and communicating with us. But we're going home now. This is your home. This is where you belong. You're not allowed to follow me. Make sure you stay here." Right. So a lot of investigators do that. A lot of investigators cleanse themselves, sage, do blessings afterwards. A lot of people like to carry St. Michael with them, all that good stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not as superstitious about it. Once again, I've done it a million times without having to do that, and I've never had an attachment. I don't know. I just I've never really felt the need. but it is something that I respect, and if people do it, by all means, if it helps them. Some people might be more sensitive, and maybe shit has followed me, and I just don't fucking pay attention, you know?
It's not just whatever.
Yeah, like, you know, and that's
Get
realistically
these
talking.
unexpected handies every
Well,
now and then. I don't know what's going on.
So what's the one place you would like love to go, like just do a paranormal investigation on? If there was
Honestly,
one.
it's just it's filled with so much now. But had I known about it before and had not been so publicized, the Conjuring House would be cool. Just to go in that basement, since they do have a
See, that's
basement.
what I was like. I was either gonna say the Conjuring, because that was the Amityville, one of those like
Amityville's different from Conjuring, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's two different,
it's two
two
different
different
Yeah, I was
cases.
like, what?
Yeah,
two-
one of
completely,
those. Yeah, they're not the same.
Gotcha,
thing.
gotcha.
Yeah,
But the Warrens were involved in the Amityville.
Okay, so that's all negative energy, right? And you'd still be cool with that?
that's what they say. But once again, I want to see if this is a real thing or not.
Hey, you're ballsy,
So
bro.
I've said it several times on other podcasts. There's two there's a podcast that I've been on, and they're really good friends that we've been on about twice. Is the Paranormal Putas. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're great. Look them up. Great ladies. They're fucking hilarious. They're so cool. Good.
Paranormal
chicks.
Putas.
Yeah, we hung out with them at some
PP.
at Paracons and stuff like that. Great girls and stuff. And
But there's a Paracon.
I'll do several.
Really? Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah, I want to go to one of these.
In San Antonio?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
There's one coming up. It's called Spirits and Psychic Fest. It's a Curious Twin.
Like a bunch of gypsies?
No, well, maybe. Dude, I bought a bunch of gypsies.
Yeah, I mean the psychic readers and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They're
I'm
considered
sorry.
gypsies. Yeah,
I just think of fucking
yeah. The
Snatch.
ones it's like they read the
It's so cool
gypsies.
shit, dude.
They'll
So
read
I bought
the
this one at the last one. It's a coin. It's my yes no coin. So whenever you make a hard decision, I carry that and I flip it. And that was from a gypsy.
Yeah, get this gypsy, this gypsy gold away from me.
oh damn the no.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So, they have a little convention. So, it's Psychic and Spirit Fest, I believe. Curious Twins Paranormal, who own now Yorktown Memorial Hospital. So they do the tours and they run that now. But they also do every year, I believe, they do that one. And dude, I'm so blank right now. I don't know why, but they do another paranormal festival, Paranormal Fest. They do it every year, and we usually have a booth set up there, and we get to just go have fun, meet other investigators, meet other vendors. They have a lot of cool speakers that come. So the Warrens, not the Warrens, the Pyrans, the ones from The Conjuring, the family, the kids that lived through it, they were actually guest speakers like 2 years in a row, I believe.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The parents came and they spoke to it, and that was really badass to listen to their stories and stuff like that. So yeah, dude, look it up. Follow Curious Twins Paranormal. They're great. It's two guys that run it, and great dudes. They do a lot of cool stuff here in San Antonio for the paranormal community. It's a lot of fun, and they saved the Yorktown Memorial Hospital. There's a lot of effort into keeping it up as a historical site. It has a lot of activity. It's it's probably the most haunted hospital in Texas. They took it over and they were able to save it. So they're doing a lot of good for the paranormal community.
So who is the biggest like paranormal guys or girls in San Antonio? Like, who would you say is like the top dog right now?
Definitely not me. I stay out of the shadows, bro. No, like I find it an honor to just do stuff like this just because we're not well known. I'm not trying to be, but I would say Curious Twins runs a lot of it. When it comes to the tours and doing a lot of events, they do a lot of downtown tours. I'm not promoting for them. Hope they see it. But they do a lot of good stuff here in San Antonio, a lot of cool stuff. Their Sisters Grimm downtown, they're in the Manger Hotel connected to River Center. They do tours, I believe, too. They actually have an Airbnb that they do, I believe, that like has the whole dark Sisters Grimm vibe to it. But as far as that goes, man, there's tons of groups here in San Antonio that investigate. There's a young group of kids. I say kids because of my age, but Ghost Seekers. There's Ghost Seekers. There's Texas Ghost Chasers. Happy to promote all these, all these groups. They're good groups. I've had the pleasure of either talking or meeting some of them at some of the conventions and stuff like that. So great group of groups. But and then once again, it's a matter of preference. Sometimes I see things that they do that I'm like, I wouldn't do that. Like as far as investigative wise, like I don't go that route. But to each their own, and I respect it. So
And is the community very supportive? Would you say?
for the most part, I don't get involved, and it's not because I don't want to be or I'm snooty or snobby about it. I'm very terrified of the criticism. Like I just don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? I'm open for feedback and things like that, but like I just don't want to get involved in any type of drama because believe it or not, man, I've never had any. Thank God. Oh, and then there's a Ghoul Gals Paranormal 2 here in San Antonio. I've never been involved in any drama amongst any groups, but I've seen plenty, not so much in San Antonio, but online. Like, you see all these groups just talk. Like, dude, if you I don't even follow paranormal pages anymore because there's so many people that just want to talk smack to other people. And keep in mind, there's some people that just truly believe what they believe. And
It's the internet, bro.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, any page you go to, there's gonna be shit talking, right?
But
Yeah, you're always going to get negative comments here and there.
Yeah, and I stay away from that, man. I keep out of it. I don't need it. You know, it's like what?
it's a lot of people that want to do what you're doing, but they don't, and then they want to hate on you for doing
Yeah.
it, like stepping out of because it is a very vulnerable situation to put yourself out in the, online like that. Because not a lot of people are willing to do it. I for one was totally against it, and I was like, "Fuck that!" I already know they're gonna talk shit, and then like you kind of just get numb to it, like whatever, bro. And I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not pretending I am, but I want to get to the point where I don't care, dude. I'm just gonna have fun.
I'll tell them like, man, sometimes just stop reading the comments, man. Because it's nice, you want to get some good, get some good comments. You want to respond back to them. Thank you for watching, whatever. But for the negative, I'm like, dude, I just stopped caring already.
And there is a lot of toxicity in the paranormal community. Why? I don't know. Like, there's so many people that will talk smack and talk shit. But at the end of it, it's like, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. And
it's like business, man. It's a dog eat dog
really
world.
And that's the thing. Don't ever let somebody charge you for paranormal investigation. It should never happen. Like, people's like, oh yeah. Like, in Ghostbusters, they charge the fucking dude $5,000 to get rid of Slimer. Like, that would not happen in the real world. Like, and here's my belief.
I was going to say, what do you mean by that?
Yeah,
But, okay, like
paranormal investigators should not be charging anybody to come to the house to see if it's haunted. Because one, it's not a proven science, and two, like, I truly don't believe that. I know people say they can help. Like, they're like, oh, get a hold of me, I can help you, right? And there's, like, in my sense, in this, and maybe I'll get heat for this, I don't know, but it's my opinion, and it is what it is. But I don't believe someone can physically go into your home and say, I can get rid of this. I don't believe that. I believe that, we can probably determine and say, hey, your house probably is haunted. And I say probably because, once again, it's not a proven science. But I can say, like, yeah, you probably definitely do have something here.
Yeah, because you'll get some people who try to provoke it too.
That's always a no.
Most of the times when people go to investigate, when they do that, you see it on like YouTube and everything, they'll get no response from everything. But the owner's telling them, like, no, it is haunted. But like, what do you do next? They provoke.
Yeah,
they'll start moving objects moving things here and there to try to get some type of feedback.
Well, if I ever have anything, bro, I'm gonna call you up.
No, yeah, and I give,
please
I give
get
the
this thing
honest
out of here.
and I give the honest feedback, man. And there's some people that don't want to hear it. I've been to houses where they don't want to believe that, and it's like, well, I'm sorry, like, please feel free to get somebody else, like, obviously, right? And that's the thing about residential investigations. I'm very cautious about taking them, just because. It sucks when you got somebody that's like, oh, this is this and this and this, and then it's like, well, no, it's this and it's that. Like, it's nothing paranormal.
It could be the house shifting, lines
anything,
moving.
dude. My lights flicker every time I fucking plug something into the living room outlet. Like, it's not a ghost. Sometimes you go to a location and somebody's gonna say, like, oh, my kid is my 5-year-old grandson is terrified of this room, and then you walk in the room, they got a fucking giant fucking Krampus statue in the middle of it. And it's like, bro,
it's like, well, you do have the It character,
I know,
pasted on your wall there. It's kind of creepy.
I know, like, back in high school, one of my buddies I grew up with, his friend, so he went to her house. She invited him to this house. I forgot what for, but he went there, and this was Adrian. He told me when he came back, dude, all their dishes were on the floor and just not in the cabinets. And he started asking why. And she told him, yeah, because every time we put them in there, they get thrown out. And it's whatever entity, and it was there for so long that the family got used to it. They knew just what not to do and what to do. I was like,
if I paid $300,000 for my fucking house, I'm staying. The ghost is either gonna go or it's gonna chill with me. Like, either one. Like, you can sit down and have some beers with me. I don't care. But, like, I'm not moving out.
I'm selling that.
Some people ain't that lucky when they move out.
Buy plastic.
Because there was this one video. This one guy he did put it on YouTube where he was haunted. They were haunted by a shadow person. And he actually got it on film. He was trying to record it all the time. And he would say, yeah, my wife says he hears knockings. Whenever I'm here, I never hear anything. So I'm going to try to record it. And his family left. Like, he put him in a hotel. Sure enough, he got the knock. And it was in one of the northern states because they had basements. Okay. And he actually opened the door to the basement. Sure enough, you see that little peak come out. So he follows it. There's nothing there. And fast forwards. So this is like 6 months later. He comes back online. Hey, we got a new house. and it seems pretty nice. But we're starting to experience things, and then all of a sudden you see things start falling off the shelf during his recording. He goes, and it pretty much ends, and it goes off because it was on Nuke's Top 5.
Okay.
And it basically says, yeah, like this guy's just stopped putting videos out of his house, so his feed just ended there.
Damn, hell no.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, going back to, I was saying this earlier. I'm sorry. When I went on the Paranormal Putos podcast, I was like, because I know they had some friends that do it, like the seances and stuff. I would not want to participate, but if anybody were to invite me, I would love to go and set up cameras and film it in that sense, because I really don't see too many online. I mean, I've looked, but I haven't seen a lot of people post about that.
I haven't seen too many people do that.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I kind of want to see if I can film it and see if I capture any of it. Set up some red pods, set up some audio recordings, something, just to see if this is if it's a legit thing, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But as far as those things go, I've never taken part in one. I'd like to film it for research purposes. But when it comes back to the evil things and all that, like, if somebody has something going on like that, like, I want to go and check it out. Let's see if this is the real deal.
I'm pretty sure they do, because I know, like, when we used to go to the insane asylum, like, me and two of my friends would go with flashlights and those old-fashioned camcorders and everything. And there's a basement in there. I guess that used to be the cafeteria, and there was pentagrams everywhere, man. Just
people going to do
people painting pentagrams, and you see melted wax everywhere from the lighting candles. So I'm pretty sure people do that, but they do it for the different reasons and shit.
Oh, hell no, dude. That's
because they're on YouTube.
Where I draw the line, dude. I see pentagrams and I'm like, fuck this.
You'll see it on YouTube. People record it, and they'll come out with scratches, or their faces on the recordings will start to disfigure. Their face in real life ain't, but on the camera is starting to disfigure.
Is it The Ring? I forgot what movie.
No, The Ring was the one with the girl and the whale.
Yeah, but there's one where
is that the one where she comes out of the TV?
Yeah,
yeah, but
that's The Ring.
There's a movie where that happened. Every time they took a picture, there's a video.
Oh, and their faces wasn't that Final Destination?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it was like the sign that they were going to die next.
Yeah, yeah. No, it wasn't Final.
Yeah, there's been like
I know what
9
you're talking
of them.
about. I know,
which
yeah.
one it was.
Did you watch the newest one?
Yeah, it was all right.
It was all right. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, movies are getting a little bit better.
Dude,
now.
that fucking lawnmower scene. Where
Yeah. Well, I was worried about the fucking ice. That's a fear of mine, man.
Oh, dude, and
the fucking glass in the ice. Ooh.
Yeah, it was, dude. Yeah, because he steps on it, right, and then it just goes. Dude, that was a brutal death. The tattoo guy too.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I've only seen the first two.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, like even the Saw movies, I've only seen the first Saw.
Same.
And I didn't even know Chester Bennington was on one of them. The singer of Linkin Park, he was on one of the Saws.
oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, fuck.
Chester was on one of the songs.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, didn't his chest get cut open or?
yeah. He
torn
does.
up?
I forgot because I mean
shit,
I've seen them all, but I forgot about it. But I mean I remember. Yeah, he's on one of them, and I forgot what
cool.
he's.
I didn't know
I
that.
think he has a nose ring too, and it fucking tears it off, and
shit.
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I've
but
never
I mean, Saws were pretty wild.
Yeah, they're fun. I mean, I'm sure. I just like, and we live in day and age now, man. Where like videos and movies and everything, when you look at them, like it's like a 3-second, 4-second attention span, and then you just want to move on to the next. Like,
Yeah.
I stay off fucking TikTok and all that because
that's the TikTok brain, bro.
Yeah,
The brain rot. So what?
doom scrolling.
What would you say is your favorite like horror or scary movie, like a haunted movie? My bad.
So my favorite horror movie of all time, and I watch it once a year, which is on Halloween. It's my tradition. It's now my girls and my wife's tradition with me because I go out for Halloween, man. I decorate the shit out of my house. I have an HOA, so like I make sure I fucking win every year, like I have to, right?
He's that guy.
He's one of those guys.
And that's my thing, dude. Is I don't even have a lot of money, but I build my shit, as much as I can.
Nice.
So, and it works in my favor that the neighborhood doesn't do too much, like so the competition isn't stiff or anything, but still. My favorite movie, man, if you ever get to check it out, it's called Night of the Demons. It was a 1985 flick, and it's a group of high school kids who are like fucking 40 at the time, right? But it's a group of high school kids. They go into this old morgue and mortuary house that's haunted, and they hold a Halloween party there, and the demon possesses one of the girls, and from there she starts possessing everybody else. And there's like the freakiest fucking scenes in this movie, but it's the makeup effects and the visual effects were so fucking cool back then. Like it used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. And now even I look at it now it's just a great film to look at. Like it still has a dark.
What was the name of that one?
Night of the Demons.
Night of the Demons. Okay, I need to check that out.
There's a remake with Edward Furlong after like as he's old already. But don't look at that one. That movie is. I mean, it was a good attempt, but no. The original Night of the Demons is like 1985, I believe. So fucking cool.
Have you ever seen It Follows?
No, I haven't. I've seen it pop up so many times.
You gotta watch it, dude. It's like such a. It's funny, like when you see like the whole thing. It's just like, once you pass it on to somebody, it just follows you.
Oh shit!
Like, yeah, it just like try to kill you.
There's this.
Is that the
new-
one with the box? Where you,
No,
can't,
no.
you can't look away from it?
That's what I
No,
was gonna say.
no,
There's a
that's
new movie we just saw the other night called Vicious. It's on Netflix, I think. It's called Vicious, and that was the same thing. An old woman comes and knocks on this girl's door, and creepy ass old woman. She gives her a box. She goes, "Let's just get this started." Puts in the fucking sand timer, hourglass, and lets her know like it needs something you love, something you hate, and something you want, or something like that. And you have to put it in the box before it kills you. And she's trying to figure out the whole fucking movie, like what she needs to put in there, and she's getting all fucked up throughout the whole movie. Like, it's crazy.
Dude, Weapons was a good one too.
Oh, dude, that was good. Yeah,
I still haven't seen that one.
Dude,
Fucking-
Is that like a haunted one? Or like,
Yeah, wait, it's like possession.
witchcraft.
oh,
yeah.
oh, okay. Now I want to see it.
But
Okay,
yeah, it's like like they're possessed, right? Like they don't even know what's going on. But it's a fucking great movie, and
The ending is just fucking rough.
yeah, the ending's pretty brutal. But I love that one part where they're at the dinner table, and he doesn't want to do what she's asking, and she goes, "Look, I'll make your parents hurt themselves," and he just goes, "Work," and I'm like,
Dude,
"Gosh,
yeah, they're like in a hypnosis state. Like she's just like voodoo on them and stuff. It's fucking crazy. Long Legs. If you haven't seen Long Legs,
Long Legs is really good."
That's one Nicolas Cage.
I didn't
right?
even
Is
know.
that right?
I didn't even know that was Nicolas Cage. The whole movie, I saw it and I was like, "Hey, it said Nicolas Cage is in the movie."
Yeah.
and that's why I watched it because I love Nicolas Cage. I
Yeah,
don't give a
dude.
fuck. And I know a lot of people are like,
Nah, I fucking love Nick Cage.
Nicolas Cage fucking rocks, dude.
from Face Off, dude. Hell yeah.
No, but just everything, dude. It's fucking awesome. Even his real life is awesome.
Yeah.
He's out there doing cocaine with Charlie Sheen, dude. Just fucking banging 7-gram
winning.
rocks.
He's winning. No,
Winning.
dude. Yeah, Long Legs, and the thing about Long Legs was cool about it at the end. I didn't expect the ending to be what it was. I thought it was just like psychological, and it ends up being a fucking possessed, like the devil.
the
It was
doll,
the devil.
yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, it's an actual devil. Like, oh okay.
Dude, Long Legs
they're
is
making part
really
two.
good. Yeah.
making
Oh,
part
really?
two.
But I mean,
Was that on HBO Max?
nah, I don't know.
It's like on Peacock or one of those.
I watched it.
can't
I
see
watched it when it came out. I was like, I don't know, stream site. But I remember when I saw it. Yeah, the whole time I was like, "Where's Nicolas Cage?" And then I noticed, and I was like, "Oh, that's Nicolas Cage," because you can't even tell it's him.
Yeah, it's right.
But dude, that scene in the prison when they're in the holding center when he does the,
oh yeah,
dude, that was
yeah.
a good scene. I was like, "Holy shit."
I gotta see that movie.
That's a really good movie, man, and it's creepy. Like the whole thought of it, you know, like, "Hey, I got you a little," you know.
Yeah, and I think outside of Night of the Demons, I think the Creepshow 2. One's classic, but Creepshow 2, I don't remember if you remember Creepshow 2. It's
I remember
anthology. The Wooden Indian, Chief Woodenhead, and then I think it's called the Lake or the Raft. It's called the Raft, where there's this like fucking blob inside the lake and it's just eating them up as they're on the raft. It's just taking them one by one.
You remember that movie, The Blob?
Yeah.
That was a good movie, dude. But Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, do I have every season?
Oh, do you?
Every fucking season.
Dude, Tales from the Crypt there was one where the girl runs over the guy, and then the whole time he keeps says, "Thanks for the ride,
No,
lady."
that's Creepshow, dude.
Is that Creepshow?
That's Creepshow
Thanks
2.
for the ride,
That's
lady.
Creepshow 2. That's the
Oh,
last one,
okay.
Creepshow 2. Yeah.
I always tell people, I'm like, "Man, y'all don't remember that?" And they're like, "No."
Dude, thanks for the ride, lady.
Yeah, he's like, "Thanks
going
for the
to
ride,
Dover.
lady."
He's going to Dover because they live in the same universe.
He's all fucked up, right?
Yeah, they're in the same universe as It and all that. Like they live in Stephen King's universe since he helped write it. Yeah, dude, classic.
I didn't know that was a Creepshow. Okay, dude, me and my brother used to be fucking freaked out on that one.
Night of the Living Dead. I like Tom Savini's remake, which is the not the black and white version, which is George Romero, but Tom Savini made one almost accurately to the black and white version of Night of the Living Dead. So good. So if you haven't seen that one, check that one out too. It's Tom Savini's version. I think that was like 1990. I think 1992, somewhere around there.
If you're gonna make a horror movie, what would you want it to be? Like, what would be your thing?
I'm trying to do the devil one, the girl who dances with the devil.
Oh, so you want to just
That'll be pretty fucking crazy, man. I think a lot of people from San Antonio will actually watch that.
yeah. So you want to do like old stories from San Antonio and remake them? That'd be awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
So I did one. I have a short film out there. The first short film I ever made. I made it with a handheld cheap ass camcorder and 2 cheap ass lights, and I did it. It's called Night Out, and I won a film festival here in San Antonio, the Creeper Film Fest. I won best film, and dude, it's beyond low budget, right? Like it's beyond.
I know, but that's what makes it good.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
the story was So the story is on Night Out. It's on YouTube. What happens is a guy's driving home, comes across a girl on the side of the road and is like, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need help?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, I kind of need to just get home." So he picks her up and gets her in the car, and he's driving her home. And he's like, "Well, how far do you live?" She's like, "It's pretty far." And he's like, "Well, fuck, okay." As he's driving her home, on the first stop as they're driving, the car shuts down, right? And it's all San Antonio urban legends. The car shuts down, and all of a sudden he's like, "What the hell?" Like, it just stopped, and all of a sudden you hear these creepy kids laughing, and they come running to the side of the car, and they start pushing the car over the tracks, right? So it's the ghost tracks, so they start pushing the car over the tracks.
Nice.
And all of a sudden the guy's like, "What the fuck just happened? Like, these kids just came out of nowhere?" Like, she's like, "It's fine. They were just kids. They weren't doing anything wrong." And she's like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, that's just a little weird, right?" So then he starts the car, takes off, they keep going. And as they're driving, he's trying to talk to her, and she's not really giving him any information. He's like, what? Like, she's giving off this weird vibe. And so they pull up to a bridge, and all of a sudden you see a woman singing, serenading her baby, and she's on the bridge. And as she's singing and serenading the baby, she's dressed very old school, right? And all of a sudden he's like, "What?" Well, all of a sudden she goes and she fucking throws the baby over the bridge into the water. And he's like, "What the fuck?" So he goes running down into the water to see if he can save the baby. And she's gone. Like, the singing, everything just stops, and everything's gone. So he's like, "What the fuck?" He gets back in the car, and he's like, "Are you seeing it? Like, why are you staying in the car? Do you not see any of this happening?" And she's like, "I just want to go home. Like, can you just take me home?" So he's like, "Fine." Gets her home. When he gets her home, she gets off the car, goes to the front door. Guy comes out. He looks pissed, right? Like, "Who the fuck are you?" Right? And she looks up at him, and she goes inside. Well, when he's about to drive off, he turns to the side and sees that her sweater's in the car. So he picks up the sweater, goes to the front porch, and the guy's like, "Can I help you?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Just dropped off the girl that just went in there. I didn't even get her name. The night's been so fucking crazy. Like, I don't even know what her name is." But here's her sweater, and he says, "That's Julie's sweater." He's like, "Every year on this night at this time, she comes and brings it back to me, and every year I go and put it back on her grave."
Oh, damn, that'd be.
That way. So it's called Night Out, and that was my
That's
first short
cool.
film. So I intertwined all of them into one guy's night.
And you got like real actors, or you just got like homies?
All my friends.
Nice.
Dude,
That's awesome. Just get the
all
homies
my
on it.
friends. So I did that film. Like I said, I won first place for Ascension of Creeper Film Festival, which was really cool. And dude, I put that into the film festival years after I made it. Years, because I was so terrified. I was like, "Dude, it's such a fucking horrible film, right?" So low budget, but it was liked enough to win first place. So I was like, "Okay, fucking cool."
Just the story of it sounded fucking amazing.
Yeah, that sounds cool, man. Like I think
Because I honestly thought he was gonna be like, "What girl? No girl ever came in here." Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be something like
No,
that.
and the guy was waiting. He's like, every year she brings it to me at this time, and every year I take it back to her. Like, that's his way of staying connected to her.
Yeah. Ooh, dude, that's fucking.
And
That's
it was
a good
really
one.
cool. Yeah. So like, and the music worked really well, just because, and it's so cool to go back and see it because it's my nephews and nieces and my daughters when they were little.
And they're all old now.
And the girl Victoria, a really good friend, she helped start when I first started filming. She was an actress willing to do acting and stuff, and I reached out to her at that time too. And she had her little girl come and be one of the kids too. And it's so cool the way it worked out. Like, no special effects, right? I had them. It was so dark out there before they built the baseball field and everything that they have out there next to the ghost tracks. I had them running away, like they're waving at the tracks, and as they're waving and running away into the tracks, it was so fucking dark, like they just disappeared. Like, I didn't even need special effects; it just worked out, and I was like, "Oh my god, that was fucking great!" Like, and then I got my girls skipping next to the car, and it was such a great shot. And their laughs when they're so little, like, I look at it now, like, man, their fucking laughs were creepy, like they're on the side of the car, like. And my nephew, and he's
Just
all
looking in your room now.
Yeah, I have my nephew in the
room.
rearview mirror looking back and smiling, and I'm like, dude, like, it would just worked out perfectly, So it was all friends and family, man. Everybody
That's
that helped me
awesome,
put it together. I raised money through some tickets to make it happen, and the reason it came about was Texas Monthly Magazine had put out a competition to tell history, like what represents history from your city in Texas. And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm a horror fan through and through.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna fucking do." And it didn't even get selected, but I don't care, man. I had a lot of fun doing it. I won another film festival with it, so it worked out. But yeah, something like that. That if I were to do a film, that's the first film I did. Next one would be Dancing with the
That's
Devil.
it. And do you get approached by people like?
No, I know I've had other friends come around and want to film things here and there, which I'll take part in. I had a school reach out a few years back. They do this program called Shattered Dreams, where they show kids the consequences of drinking and driving. and they do a whole ass reenactment. They have they gave us access to a hospital. State troopers came and allowed us to film in their cars. They did the death announcement of the kids being pronounced dead, announcing it to the parents, going to a funeral home, having the kids lay in the fucking casket in the funeral home. All sorts of cool access to it because it's a grant funded by the I guess by Texas, to where they're allowed to access to these things. So I got to take part in that and help them film that. I edited it for them. It was for Divine High School. So we edited it. That's, I think, the only film I've seen that's out there on YouTube that has like thousands and thousands of views. I was like, oh, that's cool. It was Divine High School. Like I didn't and I had no credit in it, which it's fine. I don't care to have it, but I think we did a pretty good job with it, and that was a lot of fun. But just little things like that to help film here and there, but nothing crazy.
I'm gonna go register professor.
Yeah. I think they did something like that at my high school. It was like they did where they faked. It was for drinking and driving. It was like they made like all the students participate just to watch, but a few chosen were chosen to reenact everything. So basically, they were like, all right, all students go to this parking lot for the event to start. We all get there, and they give time for the people to come and set the car crash. Yeah. So when we get there, they're like, okay, and they go action. You see, they already have the ambulance and they have SAPD. They all rush in. They got the fire department come in, and they start wheeling out the dead bodies, whatever. And then on the next day, they do the funeral thing in the auditorium where the parents come and read the goodbyes to their kids and everything. But that story you actually told me, dude, I was actually into that shit.
Oh, the short film?
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's still out. Like we could find it.
I can send you all a link on your page. I'll send you a YouTube link.
Dude, I'll fucking love to fucking see it.
And like I said, it's very low budget. It looks like a bunch of fucking 10-year-olds made it, but I think the story works pretty well. The comments were pretty good on it. Back when YouTube was a little bit of a smaller platform, not so many people are on there, but I had a blast filming it. I'd love to redo it. I actually started a part 2 script for it to continue the stories with different urban legends, but it never came through. And initially it was going to end with Dancing with the Devil, but I was like, no, I want that to be its own story. Like I want the girl Dancing with the Devil to be its own short film, and everything I do is pretty much short films. So.
Yeah, like the ones I'm always into. Yeah, the ones I'm always into are. I always like the demonic ones that have to do something that has to like represent like with the fallen or Lucifer or something biblical. Mm-hmm. But those have always been my favorite, like horror, not really horror, but like evil movies. Yeah, because I never really got into like the. Like I wasn't like, of course everyone was into the Freddy Krueger, but I never got into like the Terrifier. Yeah, or those corny ones.
Yeah, the Terrifier is terrible.
No, they're terrible, but people
like
gory,
like watching dude. Like they're fun. Yeah, I think they're just fun movies.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible, but
I guess you could find it that way. They're more like for a good laugh. Of okay, that was a pretty cheesy movie, but like, that's why I was always into The Exorcist. It had something to do with biblical. But I've always felt like they should make a movie of like the battle of like where actually Lucifer got kicked out of heaven. Yeah, that'll be a fucking badass fucking movie.
Did you ever see The Prophecy?
No.
Dude, that's right up your alley. The Prophecy, you need to watch. It's like on several streaming services. Can I get a bottle of more? Because I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I got one.
The Prophecy. Dude, you've never seen The Prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what you're just saying right now is the movie. It's like 1980s, I believe. They made several of them, but the first one's Christopher Walken. He plays Archangel Gabriel.
Oh, okay.
And then the guy from
Eric Satan, you're not doing it.
Yeah, dude. No, dude. It's fucking weird, and his creepiness works. And an actor named Eric Stoltz. I don't know if you know Eric Stoltz is. He was originally from like Back to the Future and stuff like that, but they recasted it with Michael J. Fox. Anyways, him and then Viggo Mortensen. You know Viggo Mortensen from Lord of the Rings, and he's in all these movies. Anyways, the creepiest fucking devil, and he has 3 scenes in that whole movie, and they're short scenes. But bro, creeps the shit out of me. And then the guy who plays Casey Jones, Elias Cortez, I think his name is Elias Cortez, from the Ninja Turtles movie. Mm-hmm. He plays a detective that used to be a priest, right? And it's this whole war between good and evil. And Christopher Walken is Gabriel, who is coming down to get rid of the humans and finally fight on God's side. But what there's this evil fucking general from the Korean and World War II wars, and he has the most fucked up sadistic mind. And he was just a master at warfare. And he had the one thing that angels and them don't have, which was that mindset. So Gabriel wants his soul. So when he dies, Gabriel comes for his soul, but another angel takes it and hides it from him, so he can't use it. because he still believes in humans, and Gabriel just wants to get rid of humans because God favored them over the angels, right? And the devil's like, you know what? Like, he ends up helping the humans because he says that when this war is over, he was like, that just makes 2 hells because God's never gonna let that happen. And he's like, 1 hell's just too many. He was like, and mine is the one that matters. So he comes down and kind of helps the humans in a sense, and killing Gabriel. But dude, it is fucking dark and it is so good.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
cool.
now I want to see that shit.
Next time you talk to me like that, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. That'd be awesome.
Does your mother sew? Boom, have her sew that.
Have her sew that. That's the best fucking Christopher
Talking about
Walken.
boy all wrong, using the wrong tone.
That'd be so great.
Dude.
That'd be great if it just
boom.
That's one of the best fucking
Dude,
Christopher
best.
Walken lines ever, dude.
Yep.
And I love how he finally gets to say it at the end. He's all like, "Yes, my time to shine."
He said it to Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
What did you think about Constantine?
the Keanu Reeves one?
Yeah,
Oh, that was an amazing movie.
That was
Apparently
good.
that's on work for part 2. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
That
But
devil
yeah.
was pretty cool. I
Oh
like it.
yeah. Oh dude.
He's
great.
coming back as the devil.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Constantine
Stormare.
too.
Yeah, and Rachel Weisz is coming back on. But I wonder what this one's going to be about.
I feel like that dude would be one of the most interesting guys to talk to.
Who?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
No, I mean
chill.
he just seems like the guy like you would, because he just seems like humbled, like he's just a normal guy.
Yeah.
You know, because the rest of them, they're all pretentious, narcissistic douchebags. I'm not saying all of them. I'm sure there's some cool people.
Oh, dude, yeah.
But he just seems like that kind of guy that he could just go to a bar and hang out with regular people and just.
Yeah, I think they asked him what the perfect day was. I read so much on shit like this. They asked him what's his idea of a perfect day. He says, wake up, have sex, have some
I've
breakfast,
seen that.
have a drink, go see a movie, come back, have sex, have some more drinks, and to go to bed. And I was like,
He ain't lying. Yeah.
that sounds a lot. Yeah, that's logical. Very logical.
It's very. It all checks out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a perfect
those are
day.
all really good things in one
I
day.
saw. Jesus.
Yeah, but that movie is going to be interesting. The part 2. I'm definitely going to go see that one.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Movies, dude, takes everybody away from the bullshit that's going on in the world. So that's my favorite pastime is staying up, watching a movie, having a beer, and just enjoying myself. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we definitely need to get you back on with your brother, man. That'd be
Dude,
cool.
Yeah, he will talk so much shit and have so much fun with you guys. I promise. And like I said, I'm not as funny, so he's a blast to be around. So
Oh no, you're good, man. You get some interesting stories. I was happy because, like I said, he's been wanting to get paranormal people on here. That's his thing.
he has a lot of good stories. He's experienced so much more personally. Me, I go looking for it. Him, it just followed him. You know, so definitely look up Hasta la Muerte. Oh my God, Hasta la Muerte Chronicles on Instagram.
I thought you were getting all Muslim on me.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. He's like, oh, shit, check him for bombs. I know. Hey, bro, I'm not against Iran. I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely. Man, 'cause
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, if your brother gets
Fuck
on, man,
Iran.
we definitely got to exchange more ghost stories, man. Because I got a shitload of shit that happened in my life that it's just
Yeah, and
fucking amazing
If
times.
you know anybody that wants an investigation, please send them my way.
I still want to
I'll be
have
happy
the
to do it.
sports team, the flying tortas, bro. And on a taquito, just flying around, just like two or three of
Just have
them.
one flying from one team.
And they're kind of going down because they can't hold their weight. They're slowly descending.
They can't defeat gravity.
Gravity wins again, bastards. Nah, man. Well, yeah, that was fucking fun, man. I really enjoyed that shit.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah, brother. Thank you for being on. We really appreciate your time, dude.
Thank you.
All right, we'll close it out there.
Yeah. All right, thank you, brother. Oh, where can people follow you?
Oh, so yeah, Instagram, Facebook, The Paranormal Journal. We're on YouTube as well. Like I said, we don't have a lot of videos on there as much, but basically Instagram is probably the best place to find us. That's where we do a lot more of our videos and post more on there. Share it to Facebook as well. We're on TikTok. We have a few videos on TikTok that we put on there. Just I'm not a TikTok guy. I'm terrible at social media. It's probably why we haven't gotten a following that like we would like. But once again, I'm not even in it for that, so I'm okay. But yeah, if you want to see some cool evidence videos, that's where we post most of our videos
Hell yeah,
on
man.
Instagram.
Just in it for the thrill. I like
Fun,
that.
man.
Real, man, yeah,
I
man.
get to
That's all
travel.
it is a thrill.
I get to travel, do fun shit, and do it with my family, and that's all that matters.
Shit, man. If you ever have room for one more, let me know. I'll do it right along with you. Hell yeah.
Don't even look at it this way. He's like, I'm not inviting your fat ass.
You can be the driver.
Hell no, I'll fucking drive. I'll take off and hey, bitch.
He's not
Take
coming
Uber.
home. He's not coming back, guys.
Get an Uber. I'm at the hotel. Fuck y'all. Y'all are bringing demons with you. I'll start throwing the fucking salt and all this shit. I know because my wife, like every time I go to the cemetery and shit, I have to get salt because like the Japanese, they believe in all that.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean,
weird-
it's through all folk. There's so many
Yeah.
folklore, Irish, everything, salt, protects her.
Yeah,
her home,
she's always gets mad. She goes, "You fucking walked in the door. Hold on, get outside." And she'll like
just throw
do the
salt
whole
in your eye.
shit. Yeah,
She's like,
she's like a
pocket
little.
salt, bam.
It's all getting fucking just bukkakied with salt.
You're wasting good salt.
I'm so greasy.
It's so salty.
I got high blood
I
pressure
had no
just from
idea
that
she did
incident.
that. That's crazy.
Anyways, thank you, brother.